All right, good afternoon and good evening. It depends on where you hear us from now. And of course, this is 95.1 Wazobia FM, the number one radio station for the nation. Of course, my name is Twitwi, and today is a very special day because I feel tell everybody who they listen to us now say, what happened today never really happened before. There are some people you read about and you get to meet them once in a while, and then you get to criticize them, analyze their policies, talk about how they talk, with it that they do and with it they not they do. Then the opportunity comes for you to get to meet them in person and ask some questions where they listen for the other side of the radio, don't they ask us for yeah. Good afternoon once again. This is now Wazobia FM. Of course, on this special edition, we want to sit down yarn with the Vice Presido of Nigeria. We to talk about the man who become a professor at the age of 40, and of course a lecturer at a very young age. 43, yes, 33, yes. He become a okay. Then you see one of those corrections. If I not get the opportunity to meet with him now the 40 I'm going to tell you because of course those where I read from get them wrong. But then at a very young age, I don't mention the other age so that I know I get them wrong again. He became a lecturer in university. Interestingly, we get Professor Yemi Osinbajo inside the studio with us. His Excellency. Good afternoon and welcome to Wazobia FM.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I know it's not be your first time for radio, be this.
No, not be my first time.
But now your first time for radio is Nyan Pidgin, be this.
And it be like saying that my first time.
You not shake for him. You not shake something for him now.
You know, say the thing what they plan to do before now to shoot. But I got discover and say we not get money for ammunition now. Okay, I get Lolo, senior colleague, and of course the deputy head of OAPs for Wazobia FM, Lolo Mosunde.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to see a day here. Even me, be like today on my birthday.
And of course, I get my other senior colleagues. I happen to be the junior colleague. Yes, I get Mrs. Kody Etim inside the studio, and of course, Kody.
Yes, so even me, I put makeup for my face today because I did prepare for this particular visit.
Unfortunately, our vice president not the single.
Yes, a man advanced. No,
I don't meet husband material.
And of course, her name now Uzo. We call her the Ududu Oba. Because Uzo.
You know, say this month na my birthday month, so this one just be like my birthday gift.
Just that the vice president don't remain with you.
No worry, seeing him alone is enough.
Happy birthday.
Okay, so a lot for us to talk about, but of course we will start on the National Social Investment Program. And this now the waka we don't carry our vice president. They move from one part of the country to other part, and in fact, see, you don't delay Lagos now to even do this particular program. Maybe we start on waiting with a call say we don't want to take it serious now. There's one image where even Mr. Lolo and a man I respect so much, inside the studio here, we impose for your social media handle and even the one on your handle about a woman and not get to know the market where they pray for you. I would like to know, sir, because you're the pastor, you really say amen to the prayers with the woman because I not hear the audio of your amen there. Or you just hear the prayer for them.
I say amen, but not good prayer in the prayer. If person say your life go long, you must say amen now.
I don't think I say
No, I say amen because everything where they talk now, good thing they talk. And I saying grateful, I saying happy as then give them loan, as federal government give them loan to doing work, to doing business, making them get more money for in business. So now happiness make they talk so happily and excitedly. Exactly.
So, sir, this trader money we don't they carry you at different parts of the country now. We would like to know how many people this trader money go reach because we don't read about different things. Say by the end of this year, when I get a number of people, how many people now won't reach by the end of this year, and how many people now don't reach so far?
2 million. By the end of the year, we'll reach 2 million. So far, we don't reach almost 1.3, 1.4 so far.
Okay.
Across the country.
But so 2 million over the end of the year, using at 20 billion.
Yes.
That's thing goes up already.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people where don't they talk about trader money because me at the experiential, they see everything where they happen. A lot of people come they worry say, because the noise can't they much now where year at the end. And a lot of people they wanna say this thing don't they go tete. I mean because election they come. Now they make them they noise the thing, make the thing they get more volume. Now some of the people where they outside they ask all those kind of questions.
Well, the thing we say, this government, our government, now government of the common man, from beginning, for the first time in the history of Nigeria, we launched something called social investment programs. And there are 5 such programs. One of them is what we call JEEP, Government Enterprises and Entrepreneurship Program. 2 loans are in that JEEP. One is called market money, the other is trader money. Market money is the one for, the bigger traders, between 50,000 and 350,000. That's for people who have small, they are medium-sized businesses. But the trader money is for the petty trader, like Meshai, Mesuya, person where they sell plantain, person where they sell groundnuts, small traders. Many of those traders, when you look at the thing where they sell, some not reach 2,000, some not reach 1,500. The whole tray where they sell, or the whole table where they sell, not even past that time money. But those people, now then they plenty pass for this country. Now then they plenty pass. So if they talk business, if you don't talk about the people where they sell 1,000, 2,000, the people where they sell plantain, if you don't improve that one, how you go improve business? How you go touch the people where the majority of people where they this country? So all those people where they talk, say, maybe not election, maybe not this, maybe not that. When will they do this thing? Since we don't, they do them, they don't talk. Now because the election come near now, they can't say, these people, they talk common people. Then they come, they talk. It's not, there's no time for that, for worrying about it. Like, that's not the issue. The issue is that our own economic policy, the way we don't design our own economic policy. Now from the bottom up, from the bottom of the pyramid up, that's how we've designed it. That's why we have trader money, we have conditional cash transfer for the poorest Nigerian citizens. That's why we do those conditional cash transfers for the poorest people. Okay. All of the policies where we launch since under the social investment program, for common man. That's our approach.
Okay. You see, plenty misconception dey on top of this particular one. As it be very, very good thing. Say plenty people know to understand. Because we dey do program for here and we dey hear people wey be saying they get back to us. In fact, you even get some of them wey be saying they pay money to collect the form. Sometimes it be like say people no even know who they suppose talk to and how they suppose get this access to this trader money. And the people will be say this one day for now grassroots people. So waiting be the procedure, how they suppose get this get access to this particular money, who they suppose go to?
The first thing is say no form day for trader money.
No form day
no
for
form at all. We don't give anybody form for trader money.
Okay.
No form. There's no form to fill. The people where they do trader money, many of them not even fit fill forms. So we know they use form at all. The way we they do them, they say enumerator, like person where they do census. Go market, go all the places where we get all these traders. Outside market, the road where they lead to market, some of these roads. And the enumerator go there. He go see what you they sell. He go take your photo. The place where you there, go see the thing where you they sell. Go take your photo. Go take your name. Go take everything down. Put all that information on his own tablet. When then go contact you now for phone and go contact you.
Okay. So
the first alert where you could get now for your phone. Anybody who don't get trader money, now for phone they get them. You could get the alert for phone. In fact, now when we start this thing, I can even say 3 people they use one phone, 5 people they use one phone, 10 people they use one phone. But now for phone you go receive them. Nobody they fill form. Anybody will carry form come say this one now for trader money na lie.
And no
that
meeting.
One now 419.
No meeting.
At all. The enumerator will go there, meet with the people themselves, ask them their name, take it down, and then it is this whole thing now electronic thing now computer. When you get your money, you go see them for your phone, then you go cash now. Nobody say person will come tell you say we get 10,000 for you, give me 1,500, I will give you that one. Not happen at all. You see the other one, the bigger one, the market money now for cooperatives. Now people will get cooperatives. Those ones then go sit down with the cooperative, then go agree how then go give the people for the cooperative. So if market women they cooperative, the one where they sell market women where they sell pomo, the one where they sell fish, then form their own cooperative. We go give the cooperative money, or then go name the people who will get loan from that cooperative. That's different. Trader money now the one for the petty trader. That's one we're giving 2 million petty traders. In the first phase, we are going to do even more. After this first phase has ended, we start the next phase, another 2 million. But I want to just mention something about this trader money. When you get 10,000, when you pay back, we give you 15. Okay. When you pay back, we give you 20. So there's a, it's graduated all the way up. That's it.
All right, very interesting. Now, not forget, so if you're serious live for facebook.com/Wazobia Radio, and of course for Twitter at Wazobia_FM. Okay, and you get to see a repeat of this session for Wazobia TV. Okay, so just stay with us as we get His Excellency, the Vice President of Nigeria. Very interestingly, now says you make mention, you clarify the difference between the trader money and market money, because even from the trader money website where I see this thing where you mentioned now confuse everybody, because for the trader money website they list them for there because they get their own different website trader money. Now they list them for there, say people, for you to access this money, the 10,000 naira, you must get BVN, you must be member of any market registered association. He did the trader money website. Yes, I see, and they are printing them out. So, but even would say you even mentioned this clarification now, because some of us when they confuse, say, what can be the difference between trader money and market money? Or interesting, I appreciate the fact say you mentioned this thing, and it make even people they listen to us understand better. But now, interestingly, all of these things we will talk about now under the social investment program.
Yes.
And according to the special advisor to the president on the social investment program, so far they don't release 220 billion naira to them to take, even though they never spend all the money according to what she talk. So what it come my mind, we say 220 billion. Our minister for petroleum talks we need $500 million to fix refinery, the 4 refinery where they exist. So why the government not think of say may they release this money, we not even reach the 220 billion to fix the refinery, and instead decide to put this money into the social investment program?
No. First of all, let me explain something. The 250 that you are talking about is in 2 budget cycles. Now, if you say, when you total all the money where we don't spend for social investment program, since 2016 to now 250 billion. Nobody said they don't release 250 billion for this one alone. No,
not before.
It's the total. It's the total. It's the total. Yes. But you see, the thing with refinery and all that, if you look at 100 billion, $100 million is about 36 billion. It's about 36 billion or so. Yeah, it's about yes, about 36 billion. Yes. So so if you look at what it takes to fix all the refineries, it's not 500 million to fix all the 4 refineries. No. And what we have decided to do is that we cannot, as a government, be running refineries. That's a mistake we made from the beginning. In the early days, some people don't even know, say this current president, this Buhari, now he built all the first 3 refineries and the 3,500 kilometers of pipelines in Nigeria when he was Minister of Petroleum. People don't even know.
But not being the head of state, though.
No, minister. He was minister, and I didn't do him now. As minister, I didn't do him. I execute him now. And I'm not minister, you come talk now. Now I do him with 3,500 kilometers of pipelines. But what we have learned over time, now say, when government they run business, no be good business. It's not government, not government. Make government create environment for private people make their own business. That's why the way we are trying to redo our refineries now, they say we have invited several oil companies. So ENI, I've forgotten the name they are called, ENI and Shell are in one consortium trying to do the refineries. There are 3 other companies, another consortium doing another refinery. We don't want a situation now where the government they run refinery business. Now I say government they do petrol station. All sorts of things could happen there if government they do petrol station. Government official could come say one free petrol, that kind of thing. So we don't want government to do business at all. But this one way they talk for the man where they do business. If you say make them they fix refinery, how about people where they do business? Our country, they hear them now. Then they say many times. They say many poor people there, people there. In fact, in 2012 and 2010, the last poverty report, which was presented by the National Bureau of Statistics, said 112 million poor, extremely poor. In 2012, 112 million. If you don't support the poor people in your community, if you don't give them resources, as they do for other countries, you don't support them to do business. Say you are building a refinery, the people go die now. You must make sure say people where they suffer, then get some help now. If you don't help the people, make them do business, make each person get your own work when they do. Then that one now I won't cause.
Very interesting, because some of the challenges where many people they worry about, they say some of these things, even like say now only people where they up they understand that. The people where they down, they break them down for small English where common man go feel read and say, say now what's in there be. But for person when they sell small business, to them, government they spend big money, they feed people. Like this school feeding program where they talk about. You go see big statistic where go fear common man. But for the higher government, now like God they look us. So we did small. But for small people, I baby like say big. You go here like 49 billion. Now they don't spend on school feeding money. And like 24 states now they don't reach so far. Some of these states where you never thought go begin say, hey, what thing we do where they never reach us? What will be the criteria where they choose these states where they don't choose us? So now some of those things that where them go to talk. It gets tired because poverty there every state. And these 24 states where they don't reach it, so they're going to feel like chairman. I said that we get government here. So some of the people there go to say, see our governor now because close to federal government to that one and no come our own area.
Not so. In fact, the first government will get school feeding in Anambra State. And Anambra State now, not even APC in Afghan. Now that the first government will get school feeding. And that's one of the states where school feeding they go on very, very well. And they'll be the very first state where they get school feeding. Lagos not get school feeding yet. Ogun just get school feeding. I just begin school feeding. So many states, but we have school feeding now in 26 states. 26 states. Altogether, 9.2 million children every day. 9 they feed every day. So I agree with you. Say many times government know they explain things very well, so that people will understand them well. But this thing, this school feeding program now, very important program, because the first problem where we they get, especially for small children, they say if they know they eat well, the thing they disturb even the way their brain they work.
Yes.
So WHO, World Health Organization, now let us know that say, look, malnutrition, the first problem with malnutrition, we say, go affect brain. And once it don't they affect the person's brain, once it affect the brain of a small child, it will make it difficult for them to even learn well. In any way, even any hungry child say, how I go learn now? That one another problem. How child where they hungry, how you go learn anything? So that's why we decided the school feeding program. One, because we want to make sure that in public schools, all the government schools across the country, any child who is there will give, at least in the first primary 1, 2, and 3, will give them food, one good meal a day. Now that thing also, the people where they cook the food, now from that community then will come. So those ones define
gets
work.
one question where she
Wait.
Okay, so those ones define.
That one with a wait make you reach there.
Okay.
Maybe for hold you say, sir, hold it.
Okay, wait now, make I finish now. So that one, the cooks where they cook them, now from that community then they bring them come. Secondly, the food itself now from the farms where they get them. So for example now, in 1 week of feeding, we use 6.8 million eggs. One week of feeding. Over 300, in fact, if you count the chicken, 383,000 or so that we use of that. So it's a lot of. So the farmers, all the rice then they use, the cocoa then they use from farm. So that one has to create employment, and to create jobs. So they create job for the cooks, they create job for the farmers, they create job for people where they do poultry, all the people where they do chicken, eggs, and all of that. So that's what we take plan and say this thing as we feed our children, we also go to feed the baba and mama in the house also. So make them so they find work do.
Okay, Your Excellency, sir, you don't talk much on top of this school feeding program, and you don't also talk about the importance of say them chop better food. Don't be say we just feed them, but say the nutrients within inside the food. Now it's important purpose.
Very important.
Because now it go help their brain to develop well.
Yes.
Now we get people like you don't mention cooks them, farmers them, different people them. It gets who they monitor and they screen how these food vendors them they do this food. Because you know when we go sometimes on social media, you go see some kind videos them of some kind food. But some of them inside paper, some inside nylon, some in for hand. You know, some we go see. We don't see one where they go put one bread, come plaster one stew, why on top like that, just serve them.
That one the enemy action. That one no be school feeding be that. The enemy action be that. Make I explain this thing well. You see, this school feeding, not be just federal government they do. We have collaboration. We are cooperating with a program called PCD. PCD is an international organization. They work out of Imperial College, London. When we started this program, they started to work with us to make sure that it is, because this thing not be just for the give people food to eat. Now health is also for health. Make the children healthy, make them strong, make them fit, they learn. So all of all of those things, then they plan them well. Make sure say the food is good at all times. Now the first problem where would they see, even when we start this program, we see all sorts of things. I don't see one where they show one person they feed from bucket. I don't see them now. But as I say, that one enemy action. There are all sorts of, social media.
Enemy action say no be the program.
No be the program. No, they just form that one now. They just form them. You see, every state, if you look at the state where they do school feeding, every state, we have what is called a focal person. We have a whole team of people where they supervise them. The reason why some states we haven't started school feeding is because the states are not ready. It's a very, very long process. We make sure, first of all, you must show us, we must train the cooks. There is a training for the cooks, training the day for them, where they will know the kind food, the kind health conditions where the food must be taken. We must show them all that. They will be trained. We must get BVN. We'll take them through a process. We must know where they are and all that. Some states, even the bank where they use, because they pay the cooks directly. They don't give the money to anybody. They give it straight to the cooks. So all of that, there's a long process. Any state where anything go wrong, the state governor, now the first person will go call, say, what thing they go on here? For instance, we stopped feeding for Ondo. We stopped feeding for Ondo because there were some problems. BDN, you were not sure where was the money going and all that. So we stopped them. We just start again in July. So there's monitoring going on. Anybody will see something, and that's why with the monitoring, if you see something genuine thing, come and tell us now. We have all the methods. We have a website. We have everything. Complain. Tell us, say, this thing where they do are not good. This thing where they do are not good. I don't go around myself. There's almost all the states when they do them, I don't go around. I don't go look. Some of the schools, I look at the food. But you know how people be now. Some people now everlasting opposition. No matter what you do, they go say no good, no good. The food no good. The food don't by itself. You feel give your child this kind of food. I say I don't chop some of this food myself now. If person not even fear man, you must fear God now. That's why we make sure that we give people the best we can, the best that the government can do.
All right, interesting. I don't know about you, but this is a very interesting session we get with His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. As a matter of truth, if you watch us live on Facebook now at Wazobia Radio and even for Twitter at Wazobia_FM, they're still with us. We'll soon go for a break. But before we go for this break, sir, I did read a report recently by the Universal Basic Education Commission. And since we talk about the national own school grown feeding program now just about the feeding, because we when I first hear, and even some of us understand why government decide to go that direction, because we understand say the difficulty in Africa now to assimilate and all those things. So feeding now one problem. Then apart from that now, with the federal government, they do, especially in collaboration with other states, because this school feeders make us understand that not be just states must they fully involved. With the federal government they do to ensure say the quality of teaching go improve, because we dey talk about primary school and the BEC report say the money wey federal government put down to take support the universal basic education, most states the part money wey dem support bring to take access this money dem no bring at all. So wetin federal government to do, because we know say na wetin dem fit take improve the standard of education for primary school, wetin federal government dey do presently concerning that?
You are right, same, because the UBEC money dey, that money now for say make states can add their own books to do projects, do classroom, do all sorts of projects. But many of them, now they put down their own money. They are supposed to put down 50% or so. But now, we don't see say that thing not they work. So what we are trying to do now is to make we just agree with the states. Say, even if you not fit put down all the money, you could still access the thing, so long as you do the project. I'm the chairman of National Economic Council. National Economic Council is the committee where all the governors day, and I'm the chairman. We meet every month. One of the things where we talk, we say, let us agree. If you know if you find this 50% put, okay. Even if you put 10%, the problem is saying now law say they must put down. That's the problem. But we they look and say, okay, if we agree, okay, the law deal, we have not amended it. We don't know how long it will take to amend the law. That one another problem, as you know. But let us, we're not going to talk that one today. But you see, but we have agreed that, okay, even if you are supposed to give 50%, we can work it out in such a way that if you give 10 first, or if you give 5, we can agree. You will access the loan, and then you will pay the rest as we go along. So we're trying to agree a way, because we have seen that over the years, this thing know they work. Some they do more. Some states they put their own money down. Some they do, but most of them they don't put any money down. And the complaint they say, we don't get money, we don't get money, we don't get money. So that's what we're trying to do.
All right, we'll just go for our first break now. Interesting session. Just stay with us. We'll come back after this break. It's SLS is still with us. This now 95.1 Wazobia FM. Of course, you can watch us live for facebook.com/Wazobia Radio, and even on Twitter, Wazobia_FM. Drop your questions. You never know if you get time to take your questions. We'll come back. Stay with us.
Wazobia. This now Wazobia FM.
How much, madam?
Madam, I need
a carton.
PCPS.
Now the type will never happen before for Pidgin Radio, and of course we just get confirmation from His Excellency the Vice President say this night first Pidgin interview. So Wazobia FM be first in so many things.
Yes, I heard always. All right, sir.
And honestly now, seriously, this now the first time our Vice President, and of course the first Vice President for Nigeria since I know from 1999 we go grant a Pidgin interview.
Yes.
I don't say they not a grant interview in every other.
Yes.
So that's two things we did mark today. First Pidgin interview with Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo the get, and of course he can be the first Vice President for Nigeria with grant Pidgin interview from 1999.
For the whole world, sir.
For the for the whole world. Very, very interesting day now we dey get, and we know say we appreciate everybody when they send us comments on top our Instagram, because since yesterday where we throw away say they come, you need to see the amount our guys sit down with us today to put all the over 4,000 questions where we get to feed.
I must come back.
You have to come back make it out.
No more. But I need to say this now. The last person will tell us him go come back. We not say I'm fee. Even till now. No, I know call him. No, people when they listen to us, we think are political. No, that's why no one call him now.
But if I say I go come back, I go come back.
I believe your words,
do.
Yeah.
So we agree with you.
All right, make we just deviate a lot from all these wonderful programs where we know say people they benefit from. Now the knowledge now people just need to know say now wetin government they do. And I know so as they go, they try they teach them because I never see vice president the way they enter market since all these days. I know say you did there. So this one no be say we they talk wetin we not see. I know especially say they enter market and you they try give education even though we dey make the government make they do more so that we grassroots people no go dey overthink am. If for this technocrat write a program, Mama Yabo where they sell ugu, she no go no program but she understand picture where they paste for wall, where she see for book, where she go take follow the process. Make we even come on out because this one we have to take one controversial question because so many people write. Many people don't talk and we don't even hear you. And many other people in government say, in the last administration, the way money they work out from Central Bank of Nigeria. Sometimes the money, the amount to serve the conflict for head. Some will see 70 billion, some will see 100 billion, and the money no get paper. He just they develop canvas, they do exercise. It be like say the money done the fat too much for where they keep up. So he need to exercise himself. But people come they ask us say, why it can't be like say the Presido where they that time? Where money they do exercise, they run come off inside where they keep up. 90 be the person. That be the Oga Emefiele where they there. Why it can't be like say when I still trusted it to stay there? That's one of the questions where people they ask say we must ask you, sir.
The first thing they say there are two major problems. One of the problems they say if you want remove any governor of central bank, the process of removing governor of central bank is a long process. It's not, you cannot just say I sack him. The last administration they suspended the governor. It was challenged. They say, why they suspend them, why they do this and why they do that. The other thing they say, a lot of what we have seen where money they miss and all that. Sometimes if the right say bring money, do approval. When the money come, what thing then take the money do not the issue? When the money don't come out of the central bank, and the question will say, okay, so what do you take the money do? That one not the issue. If we see say central bank governor in hand they share the money is a different thing. But the problem they say then they take money out of central bank, then we'll give reason. But when the money come out, question I say, okay, so what do you take and do? Now that what you take and do, they lead us to all the things where we don't define. Say, now say this money don't even go the project where you say, or the thing where you say you want to take and do. That is the problem. So it's not, so for me, the major problem where we get for Nigeria, now the way they call grand corruption, that one I say, you just go carry money, no contract, then just go carry money, then share them. That's the problem. That is why, despite the fact that in the past 4 years, from 2010 to 2014, that's the highest amount of money we have ever earned in Nigeria from oil. 2010 to 2014, the highest. $100 a barrel to $114 1 barrel. That's how it was. That's the cost, and we're doing 2 million barrels every day. In some cases, 2.1 million barrels. So what happened to the money now? Where the project, where the work, where the road, where the bridge, where the railway. That's what I'm saying. The major problem we have for Nigeria is that people they take the money, they not do, they just steal money. It is stealing. That's our problem. Corruption is the major problem. The first thing where we stop now, this grand corruption, where person will just carry money, no contract, and do contract. That's the first thing we stop. That's the first thing where President Muhammad Buhari stop. That's the first thing where he stop. And they talk him anywhere. Say President Muhammad Buhari say that if you don't even do anything, because go steal, we will save 50% of our money in this country because you go steal the money. And go sign every day and go carry money. They do they take them before. Nobody do that anymore.
So I get one question. Say you don't really try, sir. I like the fact say they always waka when you hear say something they happen for this place. You waka enter that place, make you go find out how it take happen. I will go give you plenty thumbs up for that one. Papa. You dey Lagos, so we must ask you one question where at least something will concern Lagos people. On the 20th of July, you become Lagos, you give directives say make them come off from make all the traders and tankers where they disturb Papa people, make them come off from that place. It can't be like say something won't happen that time, small, then come together. Before we know it, they happen again. Everywhere done, the whole of the people where they live for that Papa area, Surulere area, people where they come from work from that axis, then presently they suffer. Tankers don't go back. In fact, if you this Eco Bridge, if you enter that place now, you reach all that Obaniporo area where in the park. People they spend time where they're supposed to spend. They do something productive for that traffic. People where they come back from work, you come back, you don't tire because of that traffic and everything. And all of these things they boil down to waiting they happen for Apapa Port. Waiting how we go fit take find lasting solution. This thing no be say now only this year it happen. And not be only say because they close the road for Papa within the repair and be why it happened. Because last year it happened, 2 years ago it happened. How we go fit find lasting solution to this issue to take the congest the port. Waiting be the plans for the other ports where they for inside the country.
Okay, make a first explain. Say, you know this port where we get so. Now 38 million metric tons. They build them, make it the kind goods, the kind cargo where that place fit handle. Now 38 million metric tons. Now it handle 84 million metric tons. So it's too small for the volume that it's handling. It's too small. The meaning of that is say too many trucks will be going there, containers and all sorts of things. When we had the first problem, when I came to Lagos the first time, you know, we see say all the roads around there don't spoil finish. All the roads around there, they don't spoil finish. So we agreed, say we go fix the road. One of the things that we agreed to say we go fix that road, we go come fix that wharf road also, the one where they go all the way to Oshodi, to mile 2. We don't almost complete the one around the port now, and then we go all the way to mile 2. We must fix those roads. If those roads are not fixed, we'll have a problem. We'll continue to have a problem. So while we're fixing the roads, if you look at in front of the port, you get one bridge where you are going to build. Then open half of it, then close the other half. So people know they use them. That bridge, they must open that bridge. They must complete that bridge. And so one of the things that they do about 2 weeks ago, they say, we don't tell Julius Berger, say, you must open this place. You must complete this thing and open it. Because that's now one of the major problems. Even after we don't fix the road, if they not finish that bridge, we will still do the kind of trouble where we're now. But for a long-term solution, 3 things there. The first, they say, now we're building Lagos-Kano Railway.
Okay.
We are building from the first phase is Lagos to Ibadan, and it's from the ports. So many of the goods will be taking them out by rail.
Wow. Okay.
That Lagos Kano is a major, that's a railway that we're building now, but we're almost reached Ibadan. But it's from the ports that railway.
Estimated time of completion and when?
We should finish by the end of, we should finish maybe January to Ibadan.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Ibadan. Not to Kano,
Okay.
not to Kano. We should finish, we are hoping that we can finish to Kano in about 2.5 years. We're hoping we can finish. This is I don't want to talk, maybe they're not saying politics today, talk.
No.
You get government with these things now. Then they talk all these things, they not do up now. Now they do up now. We just come, they do up now. But anyway, that's another day. We will call talk that one. So this one, I say, we will get the road, we'll get the rail. That's one. The second, we say we have other ports. We have Calabar, which is being dredged, which we're dredging. I think it's Calabar that we're dredging about, we've done about 10 meters of dredging.
Okay.
So some of these other ports, we have to make sure that we can divert some traffic there. But the problem is, and so far, if we can divert some traffic, it will help, but it will not solve the problem completely. The reason they say, now Lagos, everybody, they do 60% of business is here in Lagos. So when people bring things from all over the world, they won't use them here. That's the problem we have. Almost 60% of the business of this whole country is here. Industry, everything is here. So when we do the railway, we finish the roads, then we do the other ports, fix the other ports. It will definitely make things much better. Much better,
All
But
right,
once we've completed the railway across the country, we're doing Port Harcourt, Maiduguri, we're doing Lagos, Calabar, Lagos, Kano. Once we fix the railway is the best way to transport goods all around the country. Inland ports, dry ports, all sorts of things. That's what we should do. Once we fix the infrastructure, all this one a small problem. Business go there, manufacturing would improve, people would go there, do their business and carry their goods all around easily.
So for now, make we stay patient.
Make it day patient.
All right, and of course, interesting time already. Don't forget, say you enjoy this interview live on Wazobia radio for Facebook and of course on Twitter at Wazobia_FM. You'll get to see a repeat broadcast on Wazobia TV. So just stay with Wazobia TV. You'll get to hear all of this again. We need to thank His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, for your time with us. I want to thank your crew and everybody. We convince you. Because I know a lot of talking go behind the scene to make you come. I don't want to give them credit, but sir, on a lighter note now, as we go, before 2015 election, I see you a picture of you for inside BRT. We'll see you for BRT this time again for Lagos or maybe on top water. on top of
but you don't see me inside water now. You don't see my photo inside water. When we go Anambra State for the flood, I didn't inside canoe now. I didn't inside canoe now. You don't enter canoe. You don't enter canoe. No. I enter canoe now. Person where they fair. But don't worry about BRT. Person where they go market. Which one be BRT? I go enter BRT well now. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very
so
much,
sir.
We appreciate
Thank you very much.
All right, we go continue our programming because say we must take picture with Presido VP.
Very necessary.
Then we go do it in work. Say me that the carrier go because the house is far away and he must enter motor reach there.
Okay, no.
Okay, no.
In a world filled with darkness, torn apart by hate, and gripped in the claws of sin, God singled you out and set you in a wealthy place. Join us this November to celebrate our heritage in Christ at the Kingdom Live